Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be getting to two 르세라핌 songs right out of the gate. I mentioned a little earlier, by the time you see this it'll actually be last night, but I mentioned that when I did the Hu Yunjin solo video reaction that we'd be doing 르세라핌 next. So this is their title track, Hot. The one that'll be coming after this is Come Over. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. You guys know I love 르세라핌 here. Let's go check it out. Breathing all hot in a snowy landscape. The opposite of hot. But now we've got embers and ash floating around, so nice funky groove here.
No one in tears, so don't be afraid. 의심 없지. 손을 잡아, 'cause tonight 우린 burn to shine. Yeah. 꽉 안아준 맘들, 우리가 나눠가진 가슴 안에 흉터자래. 붉게 물든 엔진, 나는 속에 날 영원히
What is DJ kissing there? They want my girl. That bass is doing work back there.
마치 영원함 속 날아올 불사조같이 넌 마치 기적 같은 걸 내게 더 꿈꾸게 하지 다시 짜버린 내 불씨가 피어나 내게 gatto 단다 Now hold me
Wait, does that thing actually work?
몸을 던져볼게 일말의 미련 없이 It's alright we ride or die 붉게 물든 엔진 나는 속에 날 영원히 기억해준다면
Love her voice. All of them are sounding fantastic. They look great. Well, what we got going on here? Just melted. Yunjin's voice is gorgeous too. That hairstyle looks so good on Sakura. Getting our member shines here at the end. I want to hear them do the 르세라핌, but it's going to clip to an ad like immediately, so I can't do it. Okay, so really enjoyed that song. It definitely felt too short, though. Like, I get that it's 2 minutes, 48 seconds, so it's close-ish to 3 minutes, and it's closer than a lot of stuff, but for some reason it feels shorter than 2:48. Usually that's just an indicator that I enjoy a song more than others, is if I feel it's not long enough. But I'm not going to lie to you, I did not pay much attention to the lyrics, so I have no idea what the message is. I was just focused on all of the members, the vocals, the visuals. It was a really nice look for all of them. I really liked that it almost felt like artistic when it went to that grayscale scene, and they're not in suits, but I don't know, it's closer to suits than their other outfits at least. But yeah, we're gonna pay attention to the lyrics the second time, and we'll see if I can kind of figure out what this is actually about. Obviously, I heard the words like Bonnie and Clyde and I'm burning hot, so I tend to think that this is probably about a passionate type of love. Usually when we talk about Bonnie and Clyde, we only do that in two contexts. We talk about them as the criminal partners, and actually being a ride or die type of partner, whether you're committing crimes or not, or more more often we talk about them in that sense of like passion, devotion, no matter what comes at them. You know, we romanticize the story about Bonnie and Clyde being, you know, not bandits, but criminals, bank robbers, whatever, who, you know, were on the run together. There was I think Oogie had a song from G Idol called Bonnie and Clyde, and that was a really good song if you haven't heard that one. Anyway, that was a tangent, but yeah, I'm sure those two themes are actually playing out in this song, which makes me think it's probably a love song, but let's actually, you know, pay attention and find out. Alright, so Chaewon is out here running through the snow. No idea why. Wait, what is she? I have no idea what this is that she's kicking. But okay. Alright, so we've got this grayscale opening with the embers flying around. Okay, first off, even though we haven't gotten there yet, the Bonnie and Clyde reference that plays out here is also reflected in this very first line, a dangerous drive. I don't remember the entire story, but I do remember the story of Bonnie and Clyde that I know of is that they were on the run, and when I say on the run, like they were fleeing, driving together from either pulling off a heist or nearly pulling off one. I don't recall. But anyway, yeah, so we've got the dangerous drive here. Switching up the gear. You and my tears. Okay. We'll have to come back to that line and see if I remember anything about that. Don't be afraid. So, okay, we're burning hot, so that passion, we're burning, that flame between us is giving light, it's shining. Okay, I get that. Maybe the tears line was talking about the one that follows it, you know, don't be afraid. And just kind of give in to this. Yeah, because then the next part is no doubts at all, so you know, you don't need to be afraid, you don't need to have any reservations, let's just jump right in. There's the take my hand. Okay. Also, what is she stepping on here? Is that a clock? I'm gonna assume that's a clock, but I can't tell because even at 4K, this is a really grainy image. By the way, everyone who's watching this video is probably already fully aware of this, but this girl is Hu Yunjin, the one that we reacted to for Jellyfish. So if you listened to that one and that was your first time hearing her, and you didn't know who she is, that's her. Alright, so in the scars we share inside our heart. So this is talking about how, you know, we've gone through tough times together. And, you know, those have created those lasting memories, good or bad. Generally, when we talk about scars, obviously we're talking about negative experiences, but being able to come out the other side of those negative experiences and be stronger and still having this passion. Okay, so this is, I couldn't tell what this was, but I think it's like a little, I don't know, like it's a heart, but I don't know what the material is. And the only reason I can tell it's a heart is because of the next scene. But the engine stained in red. I'm gonna say that that's again reflecting passion. Because the only other thing that would really mean would be blood, and we're not talking about, you know, killing each other here. We're not talking about a theme of revenge or anything like that. So I'm going to assume that the engine being stained in red is talking about how this force that drives us is filled with our passion. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm going with. Yeah. So when Yoonjin has the heart, that's the only reason I would have known that that was a heart, because otherwise, no clue. Also, I would love to rehash my history, like go back over the story of Bonnie and Clyde and actually see like what kind of car they were driving and that kind of stuff. Like obviously this isn't it, but this looks like a Jaguar. So I don't think they had a Jaguar, because the only reason I mentioned any of that mental tangent is because I was wondering if they paid so much attention to detail that that was like at least the manufacturer of the car that Bonnie and Clyde had. But yeah, I don't think so, but it's also not important. All right, The Way I'm in Your Eyes Forever. Yeah, that's a deep love thing, and she's like, you know, here with the wedding dress and the veil and holding his heart, or maybe it's her heart. Oh, that was such a cute look though. Look at that. It's like she's saying, "Please don't break my heart," and it's burning hot. Like we're not just seeing whatever this material is. We're not just seeing the material. It's like they made this part of the shot in infrared. And obviously in infrared, the brighter the colors, the hotter something is. So like they actually did a really good job of showing that, because they made the blue around the outline so it's like her normal temp, but then the heart is just glowing like the damn sun. So this part here, if I can live life my own way, turning to ashes ain't no problem. So basically, if I can love freely, do what I want, you know, whatever, it doesn't matter if my love or our love burns me up, because I'm willingly giving into that. There's the Bonnie and Clyde. This not running from it part goes back to the lines we heard earlier at the end of the first verse about, you know, no doubt and taking my hand. Yeah, and now everybody's so hot that they're literally just melting. A little creepy, but alright. This was a nice line. Well, I love this look of Chaewon coming out like this too, but I'm biased. So, but I like how they incorporated the 르세라핌 logo into the grill of this off of this car, but also how it reflects the theme of hot. So like the logo is melting. So it's just a nice touch. Phoenix soaring. Phoenix. Wait, what was this? A phoenix soaring across eternal skies. Okay, yeah. So we already know what a phoenix is. Firebird. I'm just gonna leave it at that. There's obviously more to what a phoenix is, but I don't think we're talking about any of the rest of that. Actually, we kind of are, because we get the scenery and the image of being turned to ash, and she mentions, you know, she doesn't care if she turns to ash as long as she can live life her way. But there's this phoenix, and of course, you know, most of you, phoenix is like a symbol of rebirth, and at least there's different ways that you can think about it. Like in Harry Potter, the phoenix turns itself into ash and is reborn from its own ashes. In other mythology, phoenixes, like their phoenix tears or even their phoenix feathers, can resurrect someone from the ashes. So regardless, we have this bird of rebirth. It's a fire creature soaring across eternal skies. So it's almost mythological, and she can be burned up in her love and reborn every day. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then even the touch here with the microphone burning, like they pay really special attention to detail in these videos. I like it. So you're just like a miracle making me dream again tonight. Okay, that doesn't need any explanation.
다시 짜버린 내
There's the embers glowing hot.
피어나 날개가 돋아.
I want one of these. Does this actually work to turn, like, to light candles and such, or is it just because there's oil here? Or is it just, are they making this up? I don't know. Throwing my body into flames. Nope. There's the ride or die line. I didn't even catch that the first time, but I mentioned that with the Bonnie and Clyde type of passion. And this was the scene that I was talking about, was kind of artsy. And I said they were in suits, kind of, but Chaewon is out here just like, yeah, not me. Like, yeah. Okay. There's our very cinematic shots here. Yunjin's holding Eunchae's body, I think that was. I think that's Yunjin doing the ad-lib in the back. Gorgeous sunset there. I'm gonna choose to believe that they actually did that at, like, a sunset. But, alright guys, that was LE with Hot, and really enjoyable song. Like I said, there was a lot going on here. All of the imagery played into that Hot theme, and this passionate love that we're talking about between Bonnie and Clyde, burning to ashes and living life your own way, being, you know, reborn in that, all of that coming together. Very nice. I was actually going to mention something, and I don't know if it's true because my memory kind of fails me, but I think if I recall correctly, when we reacted to, I think it was Crazy, didn't they toss a cup in the trash can at the end? Or maybe it was at the beginning and the end, but the one at the end said Hot on it, and we kind of already knew what they were teasing as the title track for this before we even got here. I believe that's true, but if not, then I apologize for making that up. But anyway, yeah. Also, musically, that bass was putting in some funky work back there. I really enjoyed that too. It's not often that you get to hear the bass just kind of in the... it was still pushed back because the bass is never supposed to be the main instrumental or instrument that you're focusing on. But it felt like it was more noticeable in this song than most songs that I'm familiar with, especially in K-pop. Anyway, shout out to the patrons. They'll be right up here. Thank you guys for all of your support. If you're not familiar with Patreon, check out the link in the description below. Patreon supporters get access to things that we can't put here on YouTube and guaranteed prioritized requests sent to the top of the queue every month. Link to the queue is also down there, as well as a link to PayPal. If you want to sponsor a request to move it up to the top of the list, but you're not interested in the benefits of Patreon, then check that link out and go that way. So... also, last thing is, if you enjoyed the video, please like, share it, hit the bell, enable your notifications, subscribe. All that stuff is free. It helps the channel. I don't like saying it, but it's been so long since I've said it, and people have kind of just stopped. So, yeah, if you don't mind, like I said, I'd appreciate it. It helps the channel. But thanks for being here. Thanks for checking this one out. I'll see you for the next one. Take care, everybody.